Hello students, now we will see a sample program to insert a element into the array. Actually I have sent the video for insertion of elements, so I hope you all will be thorough with the concept. So I'll just teach the program, okay, how they have implemented the concept into the program. So first thing is, these and all you yourself know, these all are for the declaration. Okay, this is declaration part, and they have declared the array. Then they have got the input to enter the number of array elements. So as the user enters the array element, it will be stored in the variable n. Then they have asked for the array elements. They have asked you to enter the array elements. So you are going to enter this number of elements only. So in the for loop you have initialized it from the 0, because array starts from the 0 subscript and it should be ended before the n. Because we are starting from 0, it is 0 to n minus 1. So we have the condition I less than n. So I plus plus. So these many elements will be stored in the array of I. So in array of 0, the first element will be stored. In array of 1, the second element will be stored. And in array of 2, the third element will be stored. Till that, what is the value of n? Till that, the elements will be stored here. Okay. Then they have asked to enter the element to be inserted in this array. You have already entered some elements in this array and stored it, but you are going to insert another element into the array and in a specified position. Okay, you are not going to enter it at the end. You are going to enter it into a position where you want. Okay, in the middle, like that you are going to enter. So we will see the procedure how to do it. The element first, you are getting the element which you have to insert. Okay, in this ELE you have got the element, and in the next you are asking the position of insertion. In which position? Position means, see here, array of 1 or array of 0 will be having one number, array of 1 will be having one number, array of 2 will be having another element, right? In that, the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, the subscription are coming, no? In that, where you want to store the element, for that only we are asking the position, that is the position. Okay, and we have got the input in the POS. For position we have this variable. So next we are going to insert this element into the array. For that we are giving this loop. For I is equal to n minus 1, I is greater than or equal to position and I minus minus. See, I is equal to n minus 1 is only going to have the last element of this array. Okay, see here, I is less than n means it should be less than n. Okay, that is if suppose for example if n is 5 means the last element will be in the 4. So n minus 1 will be the position of the last element. That's why we have given here n minus 1. For inserting the element, first thing is we have to shift the other elements, right? So in which position we have to insert the element, the right side of that elements will be shifted once, so that you will get this place empty to enter your element. Okay, so for this is for shifting purpose only, this for loop we have given here. So first thing is we are going to shift the last element. That's why we are starting it from I is equal to n minus 1. I is greater than or equal to position, that is which position you are going to insert. It should be greater than or equal to that position, because till that position only you have to change the, that is shift the elements. Okay, once you got that position vacant, you are going to insert the element. So you are going to check the condition whether the n is greater than, I is greater than or equal to position, and since we are starting it from the end, we are minusing. Okay, if you are decrement only, you will be getting into this position value, right? Since we are starting it from the higher value, we are decrementing it. So we are going to shift it one position to your right. So array of I plus 1 is equal to array of I. This means, see, if I is equal to n minus 1, for example, this is totally you have 5 elements, and 5 elements means the last element will be in the 4th subscription. So if I is equal to 4, okay, so array of I will be having the last element, and this should be shifted to the right. That is the reason we have given I plus 1. So this last value in array of 4 will be shifted to array of 5, because you are inserting one element. So if you are inserting one element means obviously you are adding an element, so that you will be having your length of the array will also change. That's why we are giving it array of I plus 1 is equal to array of I. Okay, so in the right side position this array will be saved. So next it will be going I minus minus. So now I will be 3. Okay, in 3 means, so this I will be 3, and this third element, the element in the third position will be gone to the 4th position. Like that it will be going. Suppose you have given the position as 2 means, once it reaches the 2, it will just come out of it. That is, it will just shift that second element into the third position, and it will come out of the loop. So once it come out of the loop, you will be inserting the element into the array of position. The position which the user entered, you will be entering it is equal to the element. Now here again we are giving n plus plus. The reason is, see here, enter the elements of arrays. We have given here it as, we have stored it in n. As we have included, that is inserted one more element, the n value changes to n plus plus. Suppose if this is 5 means, now we have, as we have inserted another element, now the n value should be 6. That's why we are giving n plus plus. And the array elements after insertion, if you give this in this for loop, everything, all the array elements will be displayed. You can check whether your element has been inserted in the particular position. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ping me. Similarly, we will see the program for the deletion. See, again I hope that you know the deletion concept. Okay, and I will tell you how they have implemented the deletion concept. Similarly, these all are the declaration part. They have asked the number of elements, and they have again they have entered the elements here, and they have stored it in the array. Then enter the position of the element to be deleted. Here we doesn't know what we doesn't want the element which you are going to delete. The position of the element alone we are going to get. Okay, that is, if a of the element in the a of 1 you have to delete means, you will be giving it as 1. So position will be a 1. Okay, for I is equal to position plus 1. And in deletion part, you will be shifting the elements towards the left. Okay, for inserting to vacant that place, you will be moving the elements to your right. That is in your insertion. But to delete a element, you have to shift the elements towards the left. Okay, here you doesn't want that position to be empty. Okay, you doesn't want that element alone, so you are deleting that. To remove that element, you are just shifting it from the right side. Okay, you are shifting it from the right side to your left. See here, for example, see, they are going to delete this fifth cell. Okay, so that is this fifth, the element in this fifth position has to be deleted. So what they are doing is to delete this. If you move this 6 to the fifth position, automatically this will be deleted. So like that, from everything you are shifting it from your right side to the left. Okay, see, 4 will become 6 and 6 will become 3, 3 will become 2, like that everything will be shifted and this particular number will be deleted. So for this only they have given here, for I is equal to position plus 1, I less than n, I plus plus. Okay, so I is equal to position plus 1. Why they have given is, see here, if this is the position to be deleted means you are going to shift the next element to the next position's element to the this position where you want to delete it. Okay, so that is the, if this is the position, that is 5 is the position, 5 is the position means you have to put this position here. Okay, so that is the reason for getting this 6 value only. They have given here I is equal to position plus 1. See, if 5 is the position means position plus 1 is 6. So only they have given the I is equal to position plus 1, I less than n. That is the number of arrays, and I plus plus, because till the end we have to shift it to your left. So array of I minus 1. Now this is 6th position. Okay, I value will have the I value of I is the 6, and you are going to save this 6th position's element to the 5th position. So to get the 5th position we have given I minus 1. So 6 minus 1 is 5 is equal to array of 6. So in this 5th position this element will be saved. Okay, for this only this loop is there. So once the loop is there, all the elements will be till the end will be shifted here, and since we have deleted an element, automatically the number of element will be decremented by 1. Okay, if suppose you are having 9 elements means you are deleting an element means after deletion you will be having only 8 elements, right? So for that you are giving n minus minus. So after that if you print, that particular position element will be deleted and all other elements will be printed here like this. Okay, now we will see the merging. Merging can also be said as concatenation. Okay, merging or concatenation of array means it's the same. First thing is, merging means general thing. Merging means we know it is joining something. Okay, if two things are there and you are going to merge it means it is joining in matrices and all you would have studied. Merging of matrices means you are going to join both the matrices, like that. The same concept is going to be done here also, but in using the arrays. Okay, so joining elements of two different arrays together is called the merging. So after joining the resulting array is called the merging. See, for example, A of 2, that is, you are in array A you have 3 elements and in array B you have 4 elements. So merging means you are going to join these two arrays. Okay, after joining these two arrays you are going to save it in another array called C. Okay, these elements and these elements will be combined together. That is called your merged array. Okay, after joining these two elements into the another array C is called your merged array. Okay, this is called your merging, that is joining 258 C 258 6392. So all the elements you have joined here, this is called your merged array, and this joining of these arrays is called your merging or concatenating. The merged array length should be addition of first and second array elements. Okay, see here, in first elements you have 3 elements and in second array you have 4 elements. If you have the C as only 5 means, can you store all these elements? It is not possible. So first you have to see the length of both the array, and you have to add this both length of the arrays, and that addition of length of the array should be your third array's length. Okay, then only you can store all the elements in both the arrays. Otherwise you cannot save all the elements in your arrays. Next, see, for example, that is A of 2 has 3 elements and B of 3 has 4 elements. So the merged array C should have 7 elements. That is, the length of the C should be 7. Otherwise you cannot save all the elements here. Suppose C of 5 is there, means 2 elements is this 9 and 4 cannot be saved. The last 2 elements will be deleted. Otherwise the first 2 elements will be deleted. Okay, like that you have to skip the 2 elements. So we have to be very conscious about the length of the third array while merging it. See here, 2, 5, 8 is there, and here 6, 3, 9, 4 is there. First we have to shift the elements of the first array to the third array. Okay, first what we have to do to merge the elements is we have to first move the first array, then we have to move the second array. Okay, first see here, the array of elements are moved to the C. See here, same thing, it comes here, we have to move it. Then the second array second array is B, right? That elements will also be moved to the C. Okay, the first thing is we have to move the first array to the C array, that is your merged array, and the second array's element also to your third array, that is your merged array. After moving both the arrays, you will be getting all the values into a single third array, that is called your merged array. And now we will see how to implement this concept into the program. See here, first thing, here we have to get the number of elements in the array 1 and number of elements in the array 2. And first array you have got it as n, and in the second array you have it as m. Okay, then enter the number of elements in merged array. So in merged array, how many elements you are going to save it? For that also you are getting the value. Okay, then here we are going to create the array. Now int array of 1 is equal to int of n. This is for your first array, and your second array is int of m, right? So here we have created, and this is for your third, that is, this is going to be your merged array. For this also you have declared the array here. So system, next is enter elements in the array 1. Okay, you are going to get the elements of the array once and saving it. See, this length of the first array we have stored it in n. So from and array starts from the 0, so I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and array of I is equal to n dot next int. So this will save all the elements into the array 1. And next for array 2, similarly the position m we have given here for the condition, and we are going to save the arrays. Now we are going to merge these two elements. and for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, then see this is your array of 3. Okay, this is I less than n is your first array. First array's length only we have stored it in n. So see here we are shifting the first array element into the third array. Okay, see for I is equal to 0 means, so array of 0 will be having the array of array 1's 0th position element. Like that you are shifting all the elements from array 1 to the array 3. So the second thing is we have to store the second array's element to the third array. But here if you note, you can see n plus I. Okay, the reason we have given n plus I is, see the first array is having the n number of elements and we have first shifted these elements to the array 3. So in your array 3, the till the n position, that is for example you are having 5 elements in your array. Okay, 5 elements in your array 1. So in this what you will be having array of 3 till array 3 of 4 you will be having the elements. So from array of 5 only you have to save the second array elements into the third array, that is array 3. Okay, that is the reason we have given n plus 1. See 0 to n minus 1 position only this will be stored. Okay, if suppose this is 5 means array 3 of 4 till 4 only the values will be saved. So from 5 you have to save the second array's element. So for see here I is equal to 0 and n is equal to 5. Okay, so n plus 0 is 5. So in array of from array next position of the saved array, that is your first array has been saved in the array 3, right? From that next position your array 2 will be saved here. So for that reason only they have given n plus I. So here you have m elements in your second array and those elements will be saved into the third elements. So system next array elements after merging you are printing it. Okay, for I is equal to 0, I less than P. See this P is first itself we have asked how many elements to be merged. See the number of elements in merged array that we have stored in the P. So the number of elements they have given, till that the number array will be displayed. Okay, see here enter the number of array elements 3. First for array 1 they have given 3 and array 2 they have given 4. So after adding these two you are getting 7 in the third array. So enter elements in array 1. They have given the numbers and enter the array in the element 2 and these numbers are be given, and after merging C it will be like this. Okay, and so up to this your single dimensional array is over, and I am planning to keep a test for you.